I knew I had to put out Ether, and I also knew I had to put out an album, but I didn't think they were gonna be the same thing. I was actually about to put out an album before Air, the Air mixtape, because the Air mixtape was like the so-called end. It was like, nah, I gotta put out Ether, because it was probably gonna be another project too. So I figured, nah, I gotta just make it. I gotta tell the story, you know what I mean? You gotta finish telling the story. I've had this plan since before I put out my first album. You know, I'll say this, The Adventures of Bobby Ray is all about the elements. If you look at the artwork in The Adventures of Bobby Ray, it's all about the water, the fire, earth, air. And now we're back at the Ether. The history of my discography has been like Alice in Wonderland, you know what I mean? It's like going down this rabbit hole. You know, the artwork to Ether tells a lot, has a lot of story behind it. I feel like people won't really understand it as much now as they will in the future, but I'm not one to tell people how to interpret their art. So I like the process of people kind of wondering, what is it now? Ether, you know, Ether refers to the etheric realm in which all matter and all energy moves through. You know, a lot of the, you know, Eastern, you know, traditions and beliefs, they recognize chi, you know what I mean? It's like the energy that moves, that you can't see, it's the unseen. So, you know, that's really what the Ether is to me. This Ether project, I kind of opened the doorway for more outside influences, because the Elements project I put out, you know, it was all me. No, you know, I don't want nobody touching it, because it had to be that. But to finish it off with the fifth element, with the Ether tape, I just felt like I wanted to really make it more of a grandiose grand finale. I produced about half of it. Jock Beats did a lot of production. 30 Rock also did a lot of production. You know, he did Folit, Finesse, Zantastic, and Middleman. You know, we all really, between the three of us, we pretty much did most of the production. A lot of them, even if I wasn't in the room at the same time, we got a chance to vibe with the record and kind of talk about it. And, you know, I feel like that's important when you're collaborating with artists, because it's like starting a business, and you gotta know, you know, where your business partner's trying to go. Like, are they, you know what I mean? Even with the release of records, you know, you gotta keep that into consideration. Working independent as opposed to working for a major label was a lot less red tape. Because of that, I'm able to have a closer relationship with my fans in terms of the music that they get and that they listen to. It makes a more organic career, you know, it makes everything more organic. When I put out the Elements projects, it wasn't about the commerce, I guess, so much as with the Ether album. It was literally just artistic expression, which turned into a following and a movement. You know, I've always been a person of many types of styles and genres, you know. I figure it's better for everybody if I try to bring these two sides together. You know, the people who, you know, listen to mainstream radio, top 40 radio, kind of easygoing people, and the real extreme conspiracy conscious community, you know what I mean? And really try to not make it so separate, you know, because I feel like there's a lot that can be learned from each side.